in business, you are typically buying and selling goods and services, and you're creating jobs. And at the same time, we're also supporting the communities in our own way. And that might be the Astra Foundations, that might be through the Jardine Foundations, it might be Mindset. And I think at the time, we thought that that was enough. Today, the way you look at sustainability, CSR is just one part of sustainability. Sustainability is about the long-term effects that you have on the communities and on the planet. The way we've got to look at it today is making sure that our decisions are really affecting and thinking about those long-term effects. I agree, it is quite a change of perspective. I call it an evolution of perspective. I think in today's world, stakeholders are just so much more aware of sustainability. They're so much more aware of how humanity is affecting the planet for negative reasons. When I think about it for myself, you know, I've got children, and I'm sure everyone's either got kids or they've got siblings or they've got family friends who've got young children. All of us want to make sure that the planet that we leave behind is better than the planet that we were given at the end of the day. And right now, it's going in the opposite direction. It's getting worse. And if we don't step up, who is going to? If you just look at the stakeholders today that are involved with us, banks are not lending to businesses that they don't think is going to be around in the next 20, 30 years. Shareholders don't want to be associated with businesses that they feel are not doing the right thing. From a business point of view, we've got a choice here. We either get with the program and be around for the next 180 years, or we don't get with the program, we're probably not going to be around in the next 20 years. So really just looking at that level, we've got to make a choice. Now that doesn't even get to, do employees want to work for us? Do customers want to be sort of linked to brands that don't care? Everything points in a direction where we either step up or that's going to be the end of us. The main thing that keeps me up at night is just worrying about the speed of transition of this journey. It's a complex journey, sometimes very simple to put different businesses or different industries in good baskets and bad baskets. It's very easy to sell a business that you perceive as in the negative basket. I think that's a real cop-out. We've got to make sure that we are addressing it and help that business in its transition to the future. And actually at the end of the day, we should be excited about that, because that's where the new revenues growth is going to come from. That's where, our new value is going to come from, is by understanding how to address those things. Yeah, I think we've got some high aspirations for the group this year, and I would put those into three buckets. I think first of all, if we're really serious about this journey on sustainability, each business needs to make sure that we know where the baseline of what we're measuring is, and we start measuring these areas that we need to cover. And then what that allows us is then being able to set targets for the future that we can then go for and then strive to get to those targets. So that's number one, that's really important. And the good news is a number of the businesses are already doing that. The second point is, I think our volunteering scheme, which we're looking to launch quite soon, will be really exciting, because it's a volunteering scheme that's not just at individual business levels, it's across businesses, and it means that our people are able to meet each other and help the communities they're in, that they share together. And then lastly, it would be, can we make sure that DNA of the way we think around sustainability is there? And what I mean by that is that every decision that we make, we're thinking about sustainability. And that might be the risk of sustainability, but also the opportunities. And I hope the more we think about these things, it's going to be about the opportunities. Where I'd like to get to is that, in a couple of years, we can look back and go, wow, we really got going on this journey, and be really proud of what we've achieved.